We're good? We're recording? Mayo and
Yeah,
Chicken, we're
yeah.
still going, baby.
I know. We're not canceled, so
Still alive.
that's something.
15 in a row. I was at the Raptors game last night. I
Jeez. You went, eh?
got the celebrity upgrade. Not a big deal.
You're capping, bro.
No, I got upgraded because my buddy low-key knew, not sure who.
It's your white privilege.
No, he's Arab dude. Arab dude.
It's
Have
your
you-
Arab privilege.
Have you seen the expensive seats? It's like a real good mix of people. Like I wasn't even in them, but I was looking like who's sitting like around
yeah.
courtside.
Yeah.
It's not all white dudes anymore.
Well, it's not the fucking Maple Leafs game. Like,
Yeah, fuck the Maple Leafs games. I'm a big hockey guy, but I'm not a Leafs fan.
I used to be. I used to fuck with hockey a lot.
The reason I'm not a Leafs fan and I grew up is because like growing up I couldn't afford to go to games. I was like,
I mean, yeah, you got to be like,
not my dad couldn't afford to take me, so I'm like, fuck this team. Like,
you got to be a
don't even
blue
care.
blood to be able to afford the
Put
tickets.
your right
Like,
hand down there, bud.
the rate's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, fuck that. But that's why I became a Canucks fan out of all teams, shitty teams.
Yeah.
Shout out Canucks.
The Canucks are
Sedin's
fucking terrible too.
Sedin's getting their numbers retired Wednesday.
The twin brothers,
Shout out to the twin brothers.
bro.
Everyone hates the Canucks so much.
Canucks are a shit team.
They have no cups, but we'll get one maybe
Fuck
one
most
day.
of those teams. I honestly I like Ovechkin. I fuck with Ovi, and that's pretty much it.
Really? Yeah, he's
Yeah.
You see him party after
He
the
puts
cup?
up big stats, and he has a chip now, so people can't talk shit to him anymore. So
Do you see how he partied when he won the cup?
no.
Oh man, you should watch the videos. Look into it. Like he had legendary photos.
Doesn't
video.
everybody though? Isn't that
No,
like
I
a
think he took it to the next level. Like you know how Russians get.
thing?
He
Oh
was
yeah.
like, he went
Mail
in.
order
like,
brides and
he was
pound
like
of cocaine.
he was like shirtless, like dancing in fountains, drinking of
J.R. Smith style.
Oh,
Anything is possible.
Yeah, he was pretty much. Actually, yeah, that's the best way to put it. He's pretty much the Russian J.R. Smith
Russian
of
J.R.
hockey.
Smith
Yeah, that's actually
back on
really
the
good.
Lakers or
Do you
trying
think he's
to.
gonna sign with the Lakers?
I mean, depends on how much LeBron likes him or not, because LeBron's actually the GM, president, and owner of any team he goes to.
The
so,
GM, LeBron.
Yeah, Le GM.
Do you think they can beat the Clippers though if it comes down to playoffs? Like
I mean,
Clippers defensively.
Minnesota beat the Clippers, so anybody can beat the fucking Clippers at this point.
Yeah, I saw Minnesota last night. D'Lo was on the floor. He looks good.
He was looking good.
He's a
He
good
was.
fit for that team.
He's a really good fit.
I like that.
He wasn't working with Wiggins, so D'Lo
Wiggins is
and-
gonna snap with Golden State, right? Coaching there around some superstars because he
we'll
doesn't have to
see.
be the star. He doesn't have to be the star.
He'll fill in the Harrison Barnes role from the first chip and make it work there.
Nah, he'll be all right.
He'll be better than Harrison Barnes, but he'll fill that same role. He's not gonna be looked at as a guy like you said.
He's not gonna be the
a role
number
player, right?
one. You have
Yeah,
fucking
you got
Clay and
Steph Curry
Steph.
and Clay. You got the light skin twins, the light skin
The
terror.
light skin terror.
Yeah,
Shout out to
basically.
light skins.
Yeah, shout out to them.
But Raptors 15 in a row and people are still sleeping. I was watching some clips earlier today. People like
It's Canada,
talking.
bro. It's Canada. That's
Yeah,
how
no
it
matter
is.
what.
What's that asshole's name? David McIntyre, whatever his name is, with that post saying we do shit this year from last year.
Yeah.
There's always doubters, man. That's how it is. People always hearing the Raptors say we're not going to do this, we're not going to do that. But last few years, Masai's had a plan, and it's fucking worked out last year. So we'll see what's going on this year, right?
Speaking of Masai, do you see he's in traveling with Trudeau in Africa trying to get some votes for the UNC Council or UN Security Council?
I didn't even see that.
No, yeah, Masai's traveling with him. That's
Yeah?
how big of an influencer Masai is to
Yeah,
try to
Trudeau
get
needs
African
that.
votes in the UN.
Trudeau needs that because, like,
That's a good move. I thought. I was
mean,
like,
he's a pussy, so
if you can get Masai on your side, you're probably gonna get a lot of like respect out there.
it's true because Masai knows how to wheel and deal.
And he's
right?
from was he from Nigeria?
I honestly couldn't tell
I
you.
think he's from Nigeria.
I know he's from Africa. I can tell you that for sure.
But think about that. The Raptors president, mid-season, is taking a trip
Yeah.
with the prime minister on a political initiative.
I mean, I'm not
Like,
cheesed.
what?
We're doing well, so it's not like we need him here to be.
No,
handling
that's
shit,
the
but, like,
best
you know what I
part.
mean? Yeah.
The funniest part is
Yeah.
like we're still on a 15-game win streak,
Yeah.
president or not.
We're like 40-14. It's ridiculous.
We
I
can put
never
him on
saw
loan
this
to the
coming.
prime minister for quick.
Hold on to him for a bit. You need him more than we do.
Yeah. But yeah, 15 in a row. That's crazy. We can get 16 here, knock on wood. And
We'll see.
the All-Star break coming up.
I don't want to get too ahead of myself.
What do you mean on that?
I mean, the All-Star break things will definitely cool off. It's not going to be the same hype. Things will.
You have tougher schedule.
Do we have a
Actually,
tougher schedule after
yeah.
the break? Is that so?
Yeah, we got the Suns, which is shit, but then the Bucks, and then you got
Whatever the Bucks. Isn't Giannis hurt right now?
I don't know, but he's gonna be all right. He's playing in the All-Star game.
That's true.
He'll be all right.
He'll be okay.
Do you think the Raps can actually like go back to back though?
I'm not going to jinx it.
Really?
I'd love to say yeah, 100% with certainty.
I
but
think you can. Like they can do it with
It's
the
possible.
perfect storm,
It's
like the
possible.
perfect ingredients of situations of everything happening. Things
There's-
could come
there's
in their
no real
favor.
perfect storm. I feel like even if whatever team we face that comes out of the West is healthy, we'll still beat them, and I still feel like we can beat the Bucks. Like,
Speaking of taking a beating, you seen Debbie got beat down yesterday?
oh, did I see it?
Yeah.
I love that there was two angles too. The filmmanship was something to really appreciate because
Why is every time there's like a
Scorsese
big
was behind that.
every time there's a big like sick viral video, it's always like shittiest, worst like videographers?
Honestly, the first one was like, it was like Michael J. Fox just like shaking. I was like, I can't see anything. But that angle did get the spin kick, and the second angle from the other side, I was like, this is clean. Like,
but why are
he actually took her to school, whooped that ass up and down the boulevard.
Men's are really fighting 17-year-old girls out here though?
I mean, like,
come on.
I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yeah, it's okay to go swing on women and shit, but like Debbie is like, isn't she like Mandem? So
You think she was instigating?
do I think she was instigating? You know the dumb shit she says sometimes? Of course I think she was instigating.
Yeah, but still,
She'll be like, yo, fam, you don't know where I'm from, fam. Triple G, fam. You guys have coronavirus. And then she held a fucking spin kick to her dome top. Like,
if you're walking downtown Toronto and
Yeah.
some like person like that's like just beaking at you, you're probably just gonna ignore them. Like, why would you fight them? It's like a young girl. You're like, there's no winning
well,
this
they're
fight.
kids too. It was a kid. It's not like he's a grown ass man. It was another kid that was
Yeah,
like,
still, he's smart enough. He's
Is he smart because he's Asian? Is that why? Is that are you stereotyping him because he's
I'm
Asian?
just giving
He's
him the
smart
benefit
enough.
of the doubt. Maybe he's not that smart, but
It
he had
doesn't
good
matter if he's
form.
smart
He
enough.
looked in shape.
He had great form.
What a kick!
I'm not gonna lie. What a kick! It was
Yeah.
excellent.
Yeah, that's like
It's
that's a kick of the year so far.
Literally kicking women on the floor. I mean, that's pretty outrageous. But in this case, we'll let it slide.
And then same day, she tries to get into Drake's house to play him
Yeah.
against ball, and Drake addresses it on his story, just
I
giving
that was
clout.
crazy. But if Drake ever actually let her inside of the
His
NBA
head?
compound,
No, but his head, like he's
I'm
like, you
surprised
shook
he
my
even said
jumper.
something. I'm surprised he even said these things. To be honest with you, the fact that he even brought her up, like she has a little bit of clout, but like, why give her that clout, Drake? Don't do that.
No,
She's a fucking clown.
Well,
To be honest, I
none
don't
of
like
that-
Debbie. I like her, but like what she's trying to portray, like I know it's like, you know, maybe it is a bit of an act. Maybe that really is who she is, but like it is some clown shit, regardless of like however you feel about it. Like it's ridiculous.
the only thing I took from that Drake footage is I'm like, yo, this man said she fucked up his jumper and jinxed it for the day. Like, are you that easily shook mentally? Where Debbie trying to just get in your house?
Did you
is
see him like shooting his new video where he looks like very paranoid, everything going on around him? He's like, good lord, I'm in the American projects. Like,
that was apparently where Jay-Z grew up. That
Yeah.
neighborhood.
it's Marcy Projects, yeah. Any hip hop
Yeah.
fan knows that. Come
Yeah.
on.
Well, I know
I know you. I know you
shit.
probably have to Google that shit. Like Marcy, what is Marcy?
I barely know the projects that are in Toronto, fam.
Come on.
I know where I need to go for whatever reason. Like wherever I go through is like where I just for
Yeah.
whatever life. But
Yeah.
that's all I know. Like Ajax,
Yeah,
Pickering.
I have no reason to be in any of these projects.
Well, I don't even know when I'm in a neighborhood. I'll be driving through and like, you know, like I have no clue. I
You
just
see the signs. The signs will tell you. And
I
you
don't
also
read
see
that
like, you
shit.
know, the broken down society around you. That will give you an indicator.
yeah, but you go into Oshawa, it looks like that too, you know? Like it's just like looks like,
I mean,
some places
yeah,
look like
I mean,
shit
yeah.
and some places don't.
But the difference is the amount of colored people that are there usually is.
Oshawa's getting up. Oshawa's looking more
Oshawa's
like
got some black people, but I mean, you see a lot of wiggers walking around. Let's be real.
yeah, but that's just crack doing its toll. That's just the drugs.
Good old fentanyl.
The battle of the fentanyl.
Yeah. It's like a Star Wars movie.
Shout out to my Oshawa Generals trying to get the Memorial Cup
Buddy.
2021 and host it.
I've honestly been to a couple of OHL games. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I used to be the equipment manager for the Gens, if you didn't know.
I did not know.
I quit
that's-
that. I quit it to pursue comedy. No, seriously.
Really?
As an equipment manager, I could have went like if I stuck to it, I could have maybe went somewhere like NHL if you really like grind at it.
Yeah.
But it's such a grind, and I was like I wanted to do comedy, and I was like they won't allow it. Like you have to be like an organization of pro sport. You have to be so like
Yeah.
clean cut, like only
Okay.
pictures of your fucking wife and like family on social.
So you're a Republican.
No. No. It's just the way hockey's the worst. Like they don't show no personality in a way.
I mean, I know what you mean. Like,
And especially as
you're
an
wearing,
equipment
suits
manager.
as a kid going to games and shit. It's a bit outrageous.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I never even thought about that.
Yeah, like you're a fucking kid. Like, we're just playing hockey.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of shitty.
Like that's actually crazy. The NBA has a more lenient dress code than my single A hockey team.
I mean, now during the 2000, the Iverson era, they were like, "You niggers better wear some proper clothes, or we're shutting it all down. You're not no more braid ups on the bench, no more tat show, and we're shutting all that shit down."
Have you seen J.R. Smith had to cover up? He had his Supreme tattoo.
They didn't cover it up.
Yeah, because it was like a competitor to like sponsors of the league. So any logo that's like tattooed on you that's a competitor, they were making people cover up.
Well, it's a competitor to Supreme. I thought they were just like.
No, it was like Nike because like they're Nike apparel brand. You think about Nike pays multi-millions to be the apparel sponsor, and then like Buddy's just rocking Supreme.
I mean, you're telling me that I can't wear what's on my fucking body? It's a little bit.
Yeah, it's slave owner-ish vibes.
I mean, yeah, but
I get that vibe.
the
from
players have all the freedom in the world, so we can't go that far. But
they don't have all the freedom. They do have to
They
play
do.
82 games. They want that reduced, like lazy fucks they are. No back-to-backs. I played basketball for a living.
And new age basketball, bro. Like I grew up watching like 90s ball, and like I really look at these guys as a
The
bunch
old
of fucking
Pistons
faggots.
and shit.
Like, basketball used to be a man's sport. Like, you know, men used to punch each other in the fucking face and get a 1-game suspension. Now it's like you punch somebody, they're like 20 games. Like,
yeah,
you fucking, you know, accidentally elbow somebody in the air, an accident. They're like, that's a flagrant 2. Watch yourself. The game is just soft.
Yo, what about this? How about this? Top 5, your top 5 greatest sports memories thus far in your life. What do you say? I'm gonna say my number one's Raptors.
I can't give an order, but I'll definitely say the Kawhi shot.
Kawhi shot's my one.
Are we talking about top 5 as in like
your personal memories? Like,
are they top 5 as in like the greatest, or
no?
Including
Your personal.
painful, like,
no.
Are we talking about the painful ones too that hurt, or are we talking about just
however
the good
you
ones?
interpret it, fam?
We're also gonna put the Vince miss in there because that hurt, but it was also like a historic moment. Like we came so far, and Vince missed that corner 3.
The Batista bat flip is a big tip.
Oh, the Batista bat flip was fucking outrageous. Also, the Cueto game was great too. I actually went to that game.
What game?
The Cueto game. It was in that same playoff series. I can't remember who we were facing. Maybe it was Kansas. He had a pitcher named Cueto. He was very soft, and everyone, the fans were shouting Cueto.
Yeah,
and like he couldn't pitch. I was at that game shouting Cueto.
Well,
very
if
weak.
If we're talking bad moments, one of my personal faves was the Leafs
collapse against Boston
4-1. I was
that
in a
made
bar.
me stop watching Leaf hockey.
Was
when I was done.
You know
with
remember the Lion and Dragon that was open up in Pickering Village?
Yeah, the hole.
Yeah, the hole. Yeah, I called it the hole too. I wasn't sure if you know what that.
Yeah, like I'm not from Asia.
You never know. People I
just call the Jack Svetter and
yeah, fair.
What I know, yes.
But anyways, yeah, I was in there for that game, and like you know how that vibe would have been. It was full, and everyone's like up 4-1, and I'm the only non-Leafs fan, but I'm not saying anything. I'm just minding my own damn business. I enjoy the environment.
Because you know in your heart of hearts what's gonna happen.
Yeah, and then it just slowly collapsed, and like how quiet it got in that bar when they scored that OT winner, and I broke out in laughter, and I never got so much fucking hate at me, but I was just couldn't help it because it's how funny the situation was. Like only Leaf fans that this
Leaf
shit
fans
would
are
happen.
honestly fucking delusional.
Yeah, like.
They are because they just don't build a team. They don't really have players that you're just like, I can bank on for sure. I mean, Austin Matthews is looking good, but prior to that, you don't have players that you could bank on and be like, this is a once in a generational talent. Like when we got Kawhi, I was like, if we don't win, we're gonna come close to winning.
Leafs
top 5 player.
Leafs are sick if they can figure out their team defense situation. Like Marner is a once in a lifetime player. I'll tell you that much. He's a Patty Kane vibes. Like
really, this is how you feel.
Like, yeah.
Patty Kane used to be fucking nuts.
No, this guy.
Pre-rape? Post-rape?
Honestly.
Pre-rape?
Prime. If that's pre or post or whatever that slates him in. But no, he could be huge.
Athletes rape, but that's
shout out Mitch Marner, local. He's a local out of St. Mike's. He would never rape. St. Mike's alumni would never do anything weird.
Would they not?
No it's broomsticks crazy. Up anyone's asses.
I mean, broomstick challenge. Shout out to that. NASA hitting us with the facts. Did your broom stand up yesterday? Did you try it or what?
That was a black match. It was a black people match.
It was a black people.
I didn't want to appropriate your culture, so I just stayed away from it.
I will respect that. I will.
I saw all the blacks doing it, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna let them have this one.
If I step into this, they're gonna be like, Jesus Christ, the white guy trying to steal our mojo.
I'll stick to my conspiracy videos.
Yeah, that's fair. About transsexual aliens.
Or my my conspiracy videos are just I honestly actually take real conspiracies but just put a funny twist on it. I just like Google what I don't make the conspiracy, I just Google what's out there. Reiterate what I try to make it somewhat funny.
You gotta throw out your own ones once.
I did once. It was like
the Pope's actually an alien. He's not really touching.
I can't remember what the fuck I did. I do make them up though. That's the best part about it. Yeah. I love I was gonna do a big one. I have on TikTok. The TikTok people love it. I do conspiracy theories of the six. So just like try to find Toronto fucking urban legends or whatever, and they usually get good traction. And then like next one's number 6. So I think I'm gonna reveal who Six Buzz is. The conspiracies.
It's some brown guy.
No, but I'm gonna like.
You do know it's some brown guy, right?
I don't know who it is.
You've never seen the actual Six Buzz guy?
No.
You can Google it. It's a brown guy.
Yeah, shout out. Big ups for putting me on, fam.
Big ups to Brampton, because we just have to assume that.
Brampton man.
He's a Brampton
anywhere.
Man. It's true.
Brown man's all over the place.
Of course, they're fucking. They don't die. They multiply.
Yeah, they fuck. They don't wear condoms. I don't think.
Of course not.
Yeah, I don't either though, so I can't judge.
Yeah, neither do I. Like I'm black, so we know that.
No, I'm sure you've worn it.
I have. Of course, I wore condoms because like I was a very slutty person at one point, so you gotta wear condoms, right? When you're. doing the nasty with a lot of different broads. Can't just be fucking, dipping your rod.
So when do you say is the right time to put a condom on?
Always.
No, I mean like to take it off. Like how, like when you first meet a girl, like if you met a girl tonight, you're obviously gonna wear a condom. When do you know is the time?
There is no appropriate time to ever take the condom off. To be honest with you, it's just a feeling. Not every girl's gonna give it to you.
Yeah.
Because every girl's out, I'm fucking with, and they'll be like, "It's only you, I swear." And I'm just like, I fuck you maybe once or twice a month. And you, honestly, I'm not gonna say like based on how you dress or any of those weird sexist perceptions that they may have.
Yeah, but you're getting dick.
You're getting dick from somewhere else.
Yeah, let's be real.
I know how this sex is, and there's no way that you're just gonna wait when I call you.
Like, you went on a vacation twice since we last fucked. You've been fucked since.
Yeah, you didn't pay for that vacation.
No.
Show your sugar daddy now.
One of their daddies paid, whether it's real dad or
it's Durham, so it's either real dad or a penetration father.
How many girls are actually out there? Like Crazy Latina, you see the clip of Crazy Latina saying, these girls out here getting shit on in Dubai and coming back and talking shit. Like, do you think that's like actually a thing?
I can tell you for a fact that women are shitting on men literally in the streets for pay. This is not a joke. The kinks that
they're not even getting shit on, they're shitting on them.
Yeah, you need to understand that the kinks that a lot of these men have, like these are guys that are not getting pussy anyway. They don't know how to talk to girls anyway. So when they're paying for pussy, they're not paying to fuck girls. They want to do some next level shit. They want to be pissed on. They want to be shit on. They want you to eat until you throw up on them. These I'm not talking out of my ass. These are legitimate things that I've heard from girls in the industry. So it can get crazy. They can they don't even have to worry about a body count. They're just like, I'll literally just go and get $5 for puking on a guy for half an hour, and that to me is worth it.
Would you do it? There's some girls like, here's $1,000, come shit on my face for a fucking hour.
It's gonna be hard for me to shit on a girl's face. I'll be honest with you. That's like a lot.
I would shit on a girl's face, no problem.
I don't want to put my ass in anyone's face. To be honest with you, that's just me.
I have no problems at all shitting on anyone.
I mean,
like if I'm getting the money, I'm shitting. Like diarrhea too. Like I would probably go in diarrhea. I would try it if they didn't ask.
If you have no choice, that's different. Like if I've eaten a lot of Taco Bell and it's like, oh, you gotta shit this person for a gram. I'm like, perfect. I gotta go anyway. Right?
No,
but like, it couldn't be like spontaneous.
If it's ahead of time, if it's ahead of time sponsored, I'm making sure I have the runniest shit. I'm like, these people are gonna. I want it to be smelly.
This is how I know. If reincarnation is a real
this is
thing,
how you get tips.
You were a white guy before this too. You've always been a white guy.
I was
every
an
time
alien.
you come back as a white guy.
I was an alien.
No, you were a Caucasian.
No, I might have been black at some point. I can't swim. I really
like
can't.
That. I can't swim.
I love watermelon.
I don't like watermelon. It's not always true.
You're kind of white sometimes, though.
I mean, I'm in Durham. I'm not born there, but like,
You're white-ish.
Kind of. Just to be safe, though, right?
It's more of assimilation white, though. It's like you've been around too many whites.
It's not like an assimilation thing. It's just like, you have to be able to fit in, right? Like, if I do the whole black guy thing, the white guys don't get it.
What's the whole black guy thing? Just be yourself, fam.
You know what the whole black guy thing is.
What's that?
You know what it is.
Not swimming?
Exactly.
No, it's the whole black guy.
Eating fried chicken in the privacy of your home without white
eyes
watching.
Like just the stereotypes?
No, it's just like, everybody has the whole, like, you're white. Well, I guess you guys don't have that because you're white, but if you're black, you have your black friends and your white friends. There's definitely a difference in.
Yeah, there's a difference in how people look at you.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't sit here and talk to you about, like, black pride and.
What's wrong with black pride? It's Black History Month.
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying, like.
I'll give you 1 month to talk about it, and this is the month.
That's exactly what I mean. You're only going to give me this month to talk about. That's why you have your black friends and your white friends.
The gays can talk about it in
next month. No, they have March. I think March is their month, isn't it?
No, I think it's June.
Whatever it is, they get a long month. And they get a summer month too. Let's have a conversation about why you guys black guys the shortest, coldest month of the year.
Google it.
And the gays get 31 fucking days of summer.
Google it right now.
I don't care what you say.
But you guys get Carabana in summer.
So they get pride. They get to walk around naked, dicks out, pussy out. For the sake of gayness. Yo, that's outrageous.
That bugs me. If we're going to allow them to have their cocks out in a celebration form, we should be allowed to pull our cocks out in any celebratory fashion. Like at Raptors Parade, I should be able to have my cock out. I'm going to say it. Like, why not? If they can have it out for their sexuality.
Honestly, people are bringing children to both, so they're going to have to see dick regardless.
Like, I'm going cock out at celebrations from now on.
I wouldn't know because I would never go to Pride, but I heard there's kids at Pride, which I think is kind of like fucked up, but whatever.
What's wrong with that? You never seen a dick before when you were a kid? You ever been to a change room?
I'm black, so like I don't know. I think some black homes you're kind of used to seeing your parents naked. Maybe
you've been to jail. You've seen dicks. Like fuck.
That's not how it works.
In the showers, you never seen a dick?
There's not a fucking group shower. This isn't the fucking American penitentiary, my friend. It's one shower per male. That's it. 2 men do not go in the shower.
Really,
you know what happens if 2 men go in the shower? Someone's dying.
You think?
Oh yes.
Why can't they just abide by the rules like a change room does? You know?
I mean, no, because I told you about this. Jail is very anti-gay.
Yeah.
If you're gay in jail, it's like being gay in Jamaica.
Being gay in Jamaica. I've never been to Jamaica, but I hear it's not a place to be gay. No, you should have said being gay in Iran because that's punishable by death.
So it's pretty much the same in Jamaica. Jamaica has the most churches per capita in the world.
But
what?
Is it allowed to get shit on by a different gender in Jamaica, or is that acceptable?
Jamaican guys don't even eat pussy, or so they say. So,
but they might like getting shit on.
They're not into the kinky shit. I know a lot of Jamaican guys that don't even let their girlfriend suck their dick.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the going rate? I'm thinking now, how much I can make for shitting on people? Like, what do you think I can make?
You're a guy, so I mean, you can make shit.
No, someone will pay.
I've always said dick is worthless. You got to make yourself worth something, but your dick is actually worth nothing.
I'm not giving my dick to anyone. I'm just shitting on people.
I'm just saying.
Maybe piss. I'll piss on people too.
I mean, if a girl that you're fucking with is into that, that's fine. But there's no girl that's gonna pay you for that.
Yeah,
not a chance.
Like an old lady.
Another man will pay you for that. That's what will happen. Some guy will be like, "Yeah, come piss on me."
Yeah, but if this man was like, "Here's 50 grand to shit on my face," you're like, "All right, fam. Like, you really want to shit on your face?"
I'm telling you right now, there is no amount of money ever that I would do that for you. I'm literally telling you, like millions, a billion, a trillion. I will never.
You're dumb if you're not taking that money for $1 trillion. Richest man in the world to shit on someone's face. You're dumb not taking that money. That's light work. Sit, like, put a little seat above him, a little fake toilet seat. Shit on his face.
You're adding all these things. If it's where I
don't have some fun with it.
I don't have to see his face. That's different. And if he's an
they just said shit on their face.
If he's an op, that's even better. But like just shitting on someone, I'm not gonna be comfortable with how I acquired that money. That's like you're a millionaire, but you made your money off kiddie porn.
No, it's not like that.
I mean, it kind of depending on the person you are. Depends on how your morals are set. Yeah,
kiddie porn is wrong. That the only way that's like kiddie porn is if
wrong.
You were shitting
on another man's face is also wrong to me.
The only way it would be wrong is if you were shitting on a kid. Then that would be wrong. But if it's a consenting adult,
I mean, I guess consent is key. But I'm a full believer in consent.
Really?
So, yeah.
I don't really understand it still. Because like think about
you're one of those white guys.
Well, think about all the fucking
cringe Brock.
Think about all the best sex you've had. How much time did you ask for consent? Actually, like you're just kind of riding the vibes, and you just like
but I'm black.
The second you're like, "Excuse me, do I have your consent?" Your pussy's dry.
Black guys don't have consent. We're automatically in. Period. For girls interacting with us, it's kind of like, yeah, you're in. We don't have to ask for consent.
Yeah, like
you have to ask us for consent.
You just see how far you can go till they say no, and then they say no, and that's like.
If you have to figure out if the girl's might say no,
you know what I mean?
Probably not worth a shot.
But you know what I mean, though.
You should just know, though.
Yeah.
I mean, if she comes over at 11 o'clock and she's like, "Yeah, we're just gonna stay at your place. Maybe I'll sleep over." You're probably getting pussy.
Yeah.
If she's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna come over at 4 o'clock in the afternoon," don't assume anything. The chance you're probably not getting pussy, but you can always try. Yeah. Never not try. You never not know because she could be feeling the vibes.
How like. The consent's more of like you read people's body language. I think it's people's inabilities to like read, or is it just like people actually are into just like being physically fucking like rapists? I think
consent is the point where you guys are making out intensely and you try and feel on some pussy.
Yes.
She says yes or moves your hand away.
Yes.
If she moves your hand away, and you're like, I'm not getting pussy today. And it's as simple as that. Or she's on a rag.
Yes or no.
But
that's the point.
That's usually the point. I think.
Like that's consent is the pussy denial or the pussy get let touch.
I don't want to hear I didn't really want to, but I still did anyway.
Or you're the classic
make up your goddamn mind.
You try to slip your hand like slightly into their pants and they like pull it out. You're like, okay, this is not going to that route today.
I mean, maybe she's not wet enough too. There's also that.
Yeah, true.
There's also that. Like, that's a big thing too, because like you can be sitting there trying to like rush it in, your fucking guns hot blazing, and she's like, listen. You gotta crank this engine a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Because sometimes girls say to cool it, like I'm not ready yet. Then you know that you might be in it, but you gotta wait longer. But usually, if you go to Pound Town, then you should do sex advice for other youths out there. I kind of do. I do that with my posts a little bit. Like
you're more like disciplined. How to discipline your woman vibes. That's what I get from you.
I mean,
how to keep your woman in line, Jack's veteran style.
Listen, I always say
you use equality against them though.
I don't use equality against
in a great way.
I use it as like it is what it is. Like I'm like I don't want to say like even on my last post when I was talking about like men and women like who's hitting who. Like, I don't want to make it sound like your girlfriend's out of line, like punch her. Like, no, you should never hit someone you're emotionally and relationship-wise involved with. But this is an altercation with some random person, like the Debbie situation. Like, yeah, knock that bitch out. What the fuck?
Equal rights, equal fights. Right?
I believe in that. If people are fighting, people are fighting. I don't believe in like, oh, she's a girl, so you shouldn't do that. Like, she's a human, right?
But to be honest,
she's throwing hands. I'm not gonna be like, I'm a man, I shouldn't hit her back. I know I can hit her and knock her out quick and just call it a night.
I'm not wasting my time scrapping a 17-year-old female ever.
Well, obviously not.
Even
We're grown-ass men.
But even at 15.
I wouldn't fight any
Even at 15.
I would not fight any child. But a grown-ass man, a woman of like 25 and older, even 20, no, a woman of 18 and older can get these hands.
The only female I would have been boxing up at 15 are my sisters. Like, really.
Is that not worse? Unless you're like, you can do the WWE thing with your sister, but you're beating up your actual sister.
No, it's more like, Kevin. You met my sister.
I know your sister. I know.
She needs to slap up once in a while.
Jesus, I love sister. Bro. She's good.
No, she's really good. No, it's more like they've grown up. Like, I was the youngest, so they used to always like try to like fuck with me, and like, you know. And then it got to a point it was like, all right, stop fucking with me. And they tried to keep going, and then you just had to let them know one time. No. I put her in
too nice for that.
One time I put my sister, she was just like drunk and she was just like trying to start. She's like, I'm fucking this, that, just shit face. And then I just put her in a headlock. And I was like, you chill? Like, you just like literally like.
That's light work.
And then after then, she's just like, okay, like I'm not going to come at him anymore. That's what I mean. It was just like
was it a back to chest headlock or was it like a low down hold?
No, it was just like, she was like so drunk
like
coming at me.
The wrestling side.
No, I was like, she was coming at me and just quick grab and like, come on. Like,
yeah, settle it down.
Yeah.
Bring it down a level. I'm a man now, so.
Yeah, literally. And then since then, it's just like, never again.
Like, I mean, yeah, people got to know people's limitations, right? Like, that's why I look at it. Like, I think personally, if I was a woman, I would never try and get into a physical altercation with a man because I'm not built to fight men.
Yeah.
The fuck? You know, I mean, I'm not saying that you should have like a reverence for men, but you should definitely not try to have altercations with them. You're gonna get fucking hurt.
Speaking of that, you seen The Rock's daughter join the WWE?
That's a big bitch.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it.
That's like, a huge bitch.
That's his son.
I'm not wrestling her.
Yeah.
We're in the same weight class. I'm not wrestling her. Now I'm fucking around though. But
the thing is, like, I've never seen him post her once.
Yeah, I was like, where did she come from? All I seen was the baby, and I'm like, the baby couldn't have grown this quickly. Like,
I don't know how math works. For a while.
Put it in the hyperbolic time chamber, just aged it quickly.
And like, you gotta think about like, what did we really expect from this big muscly man to create? Obviously,
well, I mean, he was on steroids and shit. It's like he's natural. Like, nobody normally looks like that. He's obviously on juice. If you think The Rock is not on juice or hasn't been on juice at some point in his life, you're smoking crack.
Oh, obviously he was.
Yeah, like, he's on fucking steroids. Look, do you see his meals? He's like, oh, my cheat meal. I'm just gonna smash 2 large pizzas. The fuck? Who are you? Like, what? What are you, bro? 2 large us?
I see. He has the giant cookie, like cheat days.
Yeah.
A plate full of massive cookies. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. 13 pancakes. I'm like, bro, I couldn't even crush 4. Like, you're having 13 plate-sized pancakes? Like, pack it in, buddy. You're an android.
People asked me before, like, yo, if you just want to get big, why don't you just take steroids? It's a quick thing. Like, fuck that. Like, I'm not that serious.
Oh, you've never done steroids?
No, it's just like, I don't just.
I've done it before.
I get fit
just
to get fit. Yeah. Well, no, it gives results. I know people do it. It's just, for me, I just go to the gym to stay fit.
You know what? Yeah, honestly, it's not like I ever really cared that much. I just wanted to try it. I'm like, let me see the hype. And I did it, and I was like, wow, I was really strong.
Yeah.
I was very strong. I was like, holy shit.
And your muscles recover way quicker.
But also, I used to be on GH. That's not what the fuck is that shit called? HGH. Yeah.
HGH.
I was on HGH for like almost 3 years and shit. Good shit.
And what that like? And were you jacked or did you even train?
HGH, yeah, well, I hit the gym, but like, you know, I'm consistent at some points and I fall off. But I will say HGH is like good recovery time. Like, you're never tired from the gym. Like, you can bust your ass in the gym and you're never like, oh, my muscles are fucked up. Like, you don't really get the whole muscle strain thing.
I smoke weed awesome. Before working out now. I like it. I like it before yoga. If I do yoga, I don't do it because I don't do yoga. I do yoga now at work, but I was doing it at a gym before and at hot yoga, but I would just get so stoned.
Yeah.
And like
hot
it
yoga
was tough.
Stone sounds good though.
It was tough though, but like in a good way. You're just so like zoned in on what the fuck you're doing.
I've worked out high, so I get that. But I usually, what it is, when I first start working out high, I'm so groggy from the highness.
Do you play ball high?
Once I get into it, it's like I don't do anything high but entertain myself.
Really? You don't play ball?
Like music? No. When I'm gonna go play ball, I'm gonna be sober. Like, I like to like when I'm talking about like working out and shit, and like doing activities, I like to be sober for it. That's just how I am.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't smoke weed until after I've worked out.
I can do both, but it depends on the sport and the game. But like, there's certain things that are just nice. I can do it.
I just prefer not to. Like, when I smoke weed, if I'm gonna do things, I'd rather do creative things. Like, you know, this podcast or like.
Oh, we would never smoke weed before this podcast. I think Erica can vouch for the fact that we've never walked in here not stoned.
Yeah.
Like fresh off a joint.
Yeah, we also always take a shot of tequila before we start, so
we do.
And that'll continue even when we end up moving locations. I'm gonna keep the Patron flowing.
We're gonna have to now. I'm gonna develop alcoholism just for like the culture.
We'll keep it on the table for like staging, because we're gonna have to have shit there, right?
I can't wait.
And we'll get to smoke too. Can we smoke at his crib?
Yeah, that's the point. We're gonna be smoking.
Okay.
We're gonna be smoking. We can smoke in the room.
That's lit.
Hopefully, have some guests.
Yeah. I think I'll bring my dog one time. People love dogs.
Yeah, bring your dog. Put her on the mic. See what she has to say.
I mean, if it's Matilda, she won't shut the fuck up for sure.
Oh, great. That'll be great for the listeners.
Another bitch that won't shut up. Did he say that?
Jeez, immediately.
Jeez. Beep, 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 beep.
Honestly, you shouldn't talk about women like that. That's just actually
I was talking about dogs.
Yeah, bitch. It's funny how
you see where your head's at.
Yeah, true.
Disrespectful.
Do you ever call women bitches?
In jest. Like, if I'm fucking around with my girlfriend, I'll call her a bitch sometimes. But like, I'll never be like, actually. Well, if we're fighting, maybe.
What's the worst insult you'll throw at your girlfriend?
Honestly, the worst thing I probably said to my girlfriend is like, "Fuck you." It's not that crazy. Like, I wouldn't like, you know what I mean? I can say very cruel things. Would you
toss in cunt?
I would definitely not call my girlfriend a cunt. I wouldn't.
No, that's pretty bad, eh?
But in the same breath, like the way I use most of those words, I use them in jest and shit. Like, if I'm gonna say cunt and like faggot and shit, like I'm not gonna actually like call a gay person a faggot. Like, I don't like. It's not that deep to me.
That's like me with the N-word, right?
I mean, whoa, it's really not. I love that comparison though. People do say that. They're like, faggot's the same thing as nigger. Like, no, it's not. No one ever beat you with fucking whips and shit. That's not in your bloodline. You just decide to suck some cock. That's your lifeline. Like you just fuck guys. Like,
but hear me out. Is retard the N-word for special needs people? So like you can't say it.
Nothing is the N-word but the N-word. No, and the only other words that can be comparable to the N-word are other racist words like chink and wetback and shit like that. Like that's comparable because it's for those races. But like
we're gonna get
to the N-word is the N-word, man.
We're gonna get to this point, I'm telling you, where you're gonna be like the special needs class are gonna be going up to each other like, yo, what up, retard? What up, retard? And then next someone else says, yo, don't say that. That's like our word. I'm telling you, it's gonna come to a point like that's like
they actually have enough IQ points to get to that point. They couldn't even come up with such a collective idea that all retards start saying like, yo, what up, my retard? All the downy kids are like,
downs, brother.
You know what I mean? It's not gonna be like that.
My downs, brother.
What are you saying, fam? You're down today? Yeah, I'm down. You know I'm down. My forehead's the same as yours, and so are my eyes. You know I'm down. We might get canceled for this one. That was a little outrageous.
Don't say retard ever again.
I mean, fuck it, bro.
It's a bad word.
I'm black. I can say whatever the fuck I want.
What is that? A reason for anything?
Period. Black people have gone through the most. Other than like the Arabs lately, because like they're all terrorists, allegedly.
Honestly, through the most? The most?
Recently, I'll say.
You guys were the kings for like a bit there, weren't you?
Everyone was kings at some point, but we were kangs.
Who's been through the most? Do you think black people?
Yeah, for sure. The Jews want to say that they've gone through it too, but like
they're up and down. They've had the ups though. They've been on top.
They're too rich though. Like, you know what I mean? All like the rich bankers are Jews, so it's like, you know, there's obviously poor Jewish people, but like they're too up in one side that I can't really be like, you have it bad. There's no black bank, like.
Yeah, like there and probably is. I don't think you've looked into it.
It's not that great. If there's a black bank, like, you know, if you're gonna get anything on a loan, the loan interest rate is probably like 90%.
I guarantee you, there's royalty in Africa that's wealthy. There's definitely.
Of course, Africa's not like a bunch of huts and shit. They have major cities,
that's what
like,
I mean.
For sure. But their poor is definitely worse than our poor, for sure. 100%. Them niggas eat dirt.
That's different, yeah.
Them niggas eat dirt. Like I seen that shit. You seen that shit? Those Indian niggas that eat dirt pancakes just to put food in their belly.
I did not see those Indian N-words eating dirt pancakes.
Like, listen, I'm just telling you how it is, bro.
I did not.
People are poor as a motherfucker. I've always said if I had the opportunity to get rich, I would really give back. Like I would enjoy it. I'm not gonna say that I wouldn't have a Versace pool, but I would definitely be in third world countries giving back consistently. Because I think it's sad. It's mad sad. Bro, how these people fucking live, dog. They're living fucked up, bro. They ain't got no motherfucking food. These niggas have no t-shirts on their back. They have weird diseases we never even seen before. I seen some Indian kid that had like fucking a lumpy ass face for no damn reason, other than the fact that he drinks Indian water out of some fucking sewer. Like, bro, they're shaking it over there. They don't have the basic things that we have. I mean, not all of them, but like I said, their poor is worse than our poor.
Yeah.
Way worse.
But we got winter.
That's what evens it out. I mean, at the end of the day, winter may suck, but I would rather having winter than having consistent 40 fucking degrees.
Yeah, for sure. And like the bugs and shit is what that gets me over there.
I'm not trying to live anywhere where there's bugs and poisonous animals, and also like leopards can climb into your city.
Well, it's more like also the disease. It's just so much more with that kind of like.
Well, that's because there's a lot of them too, right? Like we're in Canada, there's like no people here per land. We have a big ass country with no one in it, and then you have like India and China, which is like this big with a billion fuckers. Like,
but Trudeau,
you're gonna get sick. It's gonna happen.
But Trudeau's bringing them damn immigrants in. Oh, fuck, we're gonna be full soon.
I mean, like my whole thing is, if you're gonna actually
we need people. We need people here.
Bring the immigrants that actually need to be here. Like,
no, we need people here for sure.
I guess we do.
The world's overpopulated. We got space. Like we'll fill some in. Like we have an obligation as to the planet.
We don't. But
to the planet. You know.
We don't. But you know.
What do you mean?
Like I always say, we should fix our homelessness issue first, but then we can.
Well, what do you mean, like euthanasia?
I'm not saying put them down, but put them somewhere.
Put them down.
Put them somewhere.
That would solve it.
I look at it this way: if some white fucking bitch can have 3 kids in Oshawa and get assistance and make $3,000 a month, then why not let a couple homeless guys get a free crib?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, put them all in like one big fucking old high school that no one uses anymore, and let them run amok in there and drop off some cans and bread once a week or some shit. But let them have at least shelter, for Christ's sakes. Fuck me.
Those Oshawa hoes, though.
Those O-hoes.
The odd time, those kids end up being some good kids once in a while, though. The ones that don't have too much crack in them.
The ones that don't shoot heroin in the streets or shoot other individuals or stab other individuals, they're not bad.
Yeah, there was one. I was at a comedy show in Oshawa on Friday, and there's this girl in the back corner, and she was like, just being like, you know, when they're like so in their drugs, they're like, talking out loud, like,
that's unfortunate.
You know, and like we were trying to perform, and like the other comedians didn't deal with it well, and then I went up there, I was like, I started everything off. I was like, oh, welcome to Oshawa. You came for a comedy show, but instead you get to witness an overdose, and everyone lost their shit. But this girl, it was only because I almost wanted to go in on her, but I was like, nah, she's like probably gonna do it. But I made a joke about like, I made like a Mac Miller joke or something, and I was like foreshadowing for later, and I was like,
Mac Miller
because this girl's being rude.
Is that tasteful though? A Mac Miller joke? Well,
no, it was Michael Jackson.
Okay, Michael. Oh, that's
also an overdose joke. It was an overdose joke. It was an overdose joke at the end of the day.
That's fair.
But like it was like more because she was being so disruptive and rude. Having her
that's
fucking.
The whole thing about doing stand up, bro. You have to get those people, right? That's the point.
But she wasn't even watching. She was just having an overdose in the corner of the bar.
Yeah, I'd be like, somebody get the fucking Narcan and put this bitch out of her misery. Settle her down.
Yeah. The Narcan? What the fuck is that? I'm asking.
He's learning about drug culture. Narcan is actually this, I think it's like a needle, like a hypodermic needle that you give to people that are overdosing on fentanyl.
I thought you put ice cubes up their ass.
I don't know where you heard that, dude. Get him some milk. He needs some milk. I've heard that. When ice comes up the ass, that's different.
Yeah, to hydrate them quick.
Once again, I don't care.
They go straight to your bloodstream.
Whether it's male or female, I'm not putting ice up anyone's ass.
No, I seen that on. Have you seen the Netflix show The Get Down?
Nah.
It's like
I think I got a little bit into it. Now.
It's a pretty. So it was from that show. Like one of someone like was overdosing and they put ice up their ass because like to hydrate them quick. I didn't know if it's true, but like. It was on a Netflix show, so next time someone overdoses in front of me, you're getting an ice cube up your ass.
I want to know why you have ice cubes on demand and put up people's ass. That's what I really want to know. How do you have these ice cubes?
Well, they're at home. They're at home ODing, so you just go to the freezer. And
you better hope that you're at home with someone that's ODing to put some ice cubes up their ass.
That's the scene. They walk in on it, and then they, oh my god, blah blah blah. That's some artist ODing, you know. Just stick some ice cubes on his ass. It works.
It actually worked. Did it work?
It was a show though, but I'm pretty sure like it must be a ghetto thing. I don't know. I have to Google it.
A ghetto thing.
Yeah, I said it.
Mildly offensive.
That's what the show was about. Like it was like about like the ghettos. It was about the ghettos.
As a black man, I am mildly offended.
There's other people that live in the ghetto too. Hispanics.
All people of color?
No.
Are there white people?
Hispanics are pretty much my color. A lot of them.
I mean, they consider themselves
white.
The tan, they say white that they're white, but they say nigga. So it's
they got it all. They got it all. Best of both worlds.
I mean.
Hispanic?
I'll be honest. If I had the option, if they were like, "Do you want to be black or white?" I'd still pick black.
Have you ever dated a Latina girl?
I fucked a Latina girl before.
Did you get a headache?
Honestly, I will say it wasn't the greatest sex I've ever had, but it was very wild. So that was always something. She's memorable. Not because she's making a bunch of noise and shit, but just like like her attitude. Like, just how the sex was. Like, she's just passionate and, like, very Latina.
Like, dance. Like, she can dance, She reads the body well.
Like, she was moving around like a fucking luchador. I'll tell you that.
So why wasn't it the best?
It wasn't the best because I have better sex. Like, the fuck? Like, she's just not the best.
Oh, so
I mean, there's just girls that bounce on the dick better. Or, like, there's girls that, like, know the passionate moments better. Like, it's just, sex is different.
Who for you do you find, out of all the races that you fucked, has the best sex? Is the best? If you had to guess based on
I'll tell you right now, based on my experiences, I would say. I mean, I've slept with mostly white women. Like white girls are like here and there. But
you like the pursuit.
But what I will say is that black women have a higher quality vagina.
Okay.
Sometimes.
Okay.
Like it's like the super wet. But like I'll say for the most part, white girls have been tighter. Okay. That's one thing I've noticed. A lot of white women are very tight, but the wettest pussies that I've ever been are black women. Like actually like a slip and slide, like bloop.
So, they're more built for you, eh?
Yeah, that's what it is. White girls gotta like, you know.
What do you like? Do you like when a white girl do you ever like it when she tosses an N-bomb in bed at you?
That's wild. I mean, I'm gonna choke a bitch anyway, regardless. Like, you know what I mean? But if she does an N-bomb, like, Jesus Christ. I mean, that's not. I don't need that.
But you're not into that.
Have sex, not be chastised.
Do you think some black dudes are?
Some black guys, everyone's into different shit, right? I'm not gonna judge you for what you're into because a lot of people like love shit during sex, and other people will be like, "Yo, that's questionable." So, you know. I mean, I will judge you, but like, you can do what you want. So
within your own head, you'll judge.
Yeah, and with my friends, we'll sit there and be like, "That's fucked up." But
that is fucked up.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go like make a.
Have you ever had a girl toss an N-bomb at you during sex? A white one specifically?
No, obviously not.
Really?
Plus, I'm like a pretty daunting figure. Like, I think most white girls would be like, look at me like, even though I want to, I don't want to. You know, I just look at me and be like, I'm not calling this guy a fucking nigger. Are you insane?
I feel like you would probably like it because you like the fact that she had the balls to fucking pull that off.
I'll tell you right now, I maybe might like it a little bit, but I'll tell you right now, I may choke her harder to let her know like that wasn't really okay, but we're riding with this.
So who'd you go with?
Wait, you might pass out, but
what race did you go with as the best overall? You just said I fucked a lot of white women. You didn't really. And then black people are like slipping sides. That's what I got.
I can't say there's the best, right? That's what you want. That's what you like.
For you, your preference. I'll say mine. I noticed a bit of Asian in them. They have the tightest. I noticed the ones that have every Asian I've been with, or even like half Asians. Like,
oh, I have my yellow card. I do. I still have my comments with an Asian girl. I was like, yeah, I have.
How's that?
It was okay. Nothing crazy.
But the best.
She's just like, when your rotation flops, you're just like, let me hit this girl up. She's like.
The best I had was a MILF for sure.
I've had a couple MILFs.
They're amazing. I love.
They are just very needy because like it's been a long time since they've had any sort of interaction with good dick, so they're kind of like, holy shit.
The one I fucked looked like a retired porn star, fake titties.
That's great. The one that I fucked was not great at all.
Get this though, right after we fucked, we're just cuddling, and this girl's like, "You have the same haircut as my son." How funny is
I've never heard that because the MILF I slept with are white, so they don't have the same hair as me.
Yeah. So you're just literally having that weird fantasy.
That's really weird. She's living on her fucking Pornhub stepmom fantasy.
I don't know, but she looked like she was into some sort of like performance stripper, suck dick for a living, maybe cam girl. I don't know.
Fans.
Yeah, she looked like she was in that field. Like she was like, we went to the strip club for example after like we met at the bar, like, and like it was like she knew everyone. Like it was like she was home.
Jesus Christ.
Like she was dabbing mans up, showing everyone their tits. Like,
what's up, fam? Bloop. Jan Jackson.
We got the double dance, which is very.
Two girls at once.
It was her and girl, she was hotter than the girl we were getting to dance with.
That's kind of trash.
Yeah, and the girl was like, I hate it. The one girl was like, I hate strip clubs. I just fucking hate them.
I hit miss. Sometimes it has to be in a mood.
They're greasy. They're greasy.
You go to greasy ones.
905.
That's why.
Yeah.
I go to the Brass Rail for your eyes only. Like, go to a Toronto strip club and you will see.
Yeah.
Quality women, quality vaginas.
They're professionals.
Nice attitudes. Yeah.
905's not bad.
It's not terrible.
I just hate every strip club. It's just like a fucking.
I know a lot of girls who work at 905 too. Like I actually just know them outside of 905. Like I'm cool with them. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like yeah. From my prior profession. Like.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
Let's see what the fuck.
Yeah.
But fuck. What was I gonna say? We got like 5 minutes here. Anything you want?
We got less than 5 minutes. We already got the 5-minute warning.
How much?
It's like a jail phone call. Like, you have 3 minutes left on this phone call. I'm used to that.
Erica hates us. She wants us out of here. That retard bit really got her pissed. So
that's a lie. Erica's actually the biggest fan of our podcast.
She's so red right now and pissed.
That's not how she looks.
I can't even see.
I wish there was a camera to just pan on her for this moment, but we'll get to that where we're like that high quality.
We're gonna bring Erica on in a couple weeks.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
there's Erica. Enjoy the view. We're gonna lose her though. She got fired. She's getting laid off.
No, they're just done with her. She's going on to bigger things now. She's gonna be a fucking exec somewhere.
If we blow up, maybe we'll hire you if you're looking for a job.
We're not gonna blow up anytime soon. This is gonna be a grind. We just started that shit.
Yeah, but you never know.
We could blow up. It's possible.
It's possible.
I'm more sellable than you are. Only because of my race.
Anything is possible.
Okay, KG.
Kevin, I respect all Kevins. Kevin Durant, KG.
Kevin, you respect Kevin Durant?
Yeah, you know why? Hear me out. Because the OKC ownership stole that team from Seattle. They bought the team and they said they weren't moving it.
Oh.
And he was drafted to Seattle, and then they took him to Seattle and to OKC. So I was like, yo, fuck that owner. I've been to fuck that ownership for what they did to Seattle.
Seattle.
I was happy KD fucking screwed him over.
They're both equally shit towns, so I don't give a fuck what happens to either.
No, one's on the coast, so you got some water.
Oh, Seattle just rains all the time. Never saw sleepless in Seattle? It just rains. It's a shit town.
It's a shit town. The battle of the fentanyl, Toronto versus Seattle.
I've been to the States, bro. I'm telling you. I haven't been to Seattle, but
it would be a great spot to overdose in, I bet.
I'm picking LA. Like Malibu or in my fucking Calabasas mansion. That's where I want to overdose, if anywhere.
If I overdose,
100%.
Honestly, I want it to be in this talk show studio right here with you guys. Live from Saturday Night Live.
Bare views and shit. I would appreciate if you did that.
Or we can get or if I just died. You can find another Mayo easily.
So I have some Narcan in my bag anyway.
Yeah.
Bring you back. Wake you up inside. Can't wake up.
Anyways, I think we should fuck off.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
All right, bless up, subscribe, do whatever you gotta do. Give us money. I don't know. If you want to sponsor us, it'll be blessed. I don't know.
Check my OnlyFans. It's just my butt cheeks.
Yeah, I'm doing a dick reveal at 69,000 followers. So keep it touch. Yeah. Cringe Cav at Cringe Cav.
Keep that in your mind.
All right, love y'all. Have a good one.
Yep. Peace.
Till next week.